whatever challenges you're going through, I think waking up every day is like winning the lottery. You know, I could offer you, you know, $100 million, Brandon, but you don't get to wake up tomorrow. Would you take it?
No.
And would you take it?
Definitely not.
And even if you're struggling financially, you wouldn't take it because you know that just another day of life is worth more than any amount of money.
Yeah.
So when you start to really realize that and embody it and wake up with your eyes open, like, dude, my lungs are breathing, my heart is beating, life is freaking good. I get to go out in the world and make love every day. Like, what more could you ask for?
Yeah.
And so that really just completely shifts the trajectory of the whole rest of your day, because then everything else that comes up, you really can see from a different lens, and you could really see it. And just having that like first moment of the day, I think is such a powerful moment of how the rest of our day is going to go and what mindset and attitude we're going to adopt as we tackle different challenges and overcome different things and work through different opportunities. And that's been something that I've been specifically doing that has just been, I've always been kind of a happy-go-lucky guy, even when things aren't going as well, because I'm just like, dude, you know, there's so many people that have a million times worse problems than I have, but this is really like taking that up a level where I'm like stoked on life, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's been one that's been great. Another one that I've adopted more recently that I think has also been a pretty powerful shift in a lot of this is really embracing the journey. You know, it's so cliche, but so many of us get caught in the like focused on the destination. Like, I got to hit this milestone, I got to hit this thing. And I've really reverse engineered that and just been like, okay, what does my perfect day look like? And let me just map that out and live that way now. And I'm fortunate that my schedule and my business and what I do and my investments allow me to have more flexibility than maybe your average person working a 9-to-5. But it's really changed the fact that I'm not really that hell-bent on achieving this outcome or this milestone or this achievement financially, whatever it is in business and health and your relationships. It's more so like, how can I just love every day?
Yeah.
And that's been a big shift for me too, because for a long time I was just focused on like, I got to hit this number and got to achieve this, you know, financial freedom. And as I've kind of like checked different things off the list, I'm like, yeah, this is not ending anytime soon, you know, just with my mindset. And I think most people can agree with that. And then
let me jump in there.
Yeah.
I did a video. I put it on social media the other day, but I was cleaning my pool. I was cleaning the pool thinking about this, and then I had Alex. I'm like, hey, record this, or maybe he was like, I'm gonna record it. But it was this idea of like, I was cleaning the pool, and as I go from one side to the other, all these leaves on top of it. I got to the end, and like I got done, and I looked back, and there's a bunch more leaves in the pool. You know my pool, Ryan, right? But like, it's just there's always crap falling on my pool because there's these giant trees that overshadow it or whatever. So I'm like getting frustrated because I go back and I clean more of it, and I finally get done. I look back, and the other side of the pool now is covered with leaves. I'm getting really irritated. Like, I just cannot get, like, the wind will not stop blowing. And then finally, like, I just came to the realization. I'm like, what if I just enjoyed the process of cleaning the pool, knowing that it will never be empty?
Yep.
Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
So it's that idea of like, just what if I enjoyed cleaning the pool for the simple sake of cleaning the pool? And when you shift your mindset to that all areas of your life, like, what if? Because I have a tendency. I'm guessing you guys do too, or at least like as achievers, it's like, we just like have some goal and we go towards it, and then we just want to check it off, and then you're like, all right, well, next goal. And yeah, you can go through your entire life that way and look back and be like, I never enjoyed it. It was just checking boxes.
Yeah, and anything that pops up in the way is you're angry.
Yeah.
Or distracted. It's a distraction, right? Whereas if you learn to embrace that and be like, oh, okay, I can go clean the pool. That's a 5-minute break from whatever I was doing, and listen to some tunes. And yeah, if you just look at it a little differently.
Yeah, and just reminding yourself, like, right now in this moment, like, these are the good old days that you're going to look back on when you're 60, 70, 80 years old and be like, man, I had it good. Like, my joints didn't ache. I was having an amazing time every day, and I was young and healthy. And, you know, there's going to be a time when, like, this exact thing you're going through, you look back on so fondly and wish, you know, you do anything to get back there and reverse time. And so I like that kind of mindset, because that just does apply to literally everything else that we do.
Yeah.
And then one third one that I have started doing the last year is more of a learning hack. I find when I like audiobooks because I can listen to an audiobook while I'm out on my paddleboard, while I'm out mountain biking, while I'm doing stuff around the house. But I find, like, you know, depending on the material, sometimes my mind drifts. And I like physical books, but I have a similar problem where I just kind of get a little restless sometimes. But I like physical books because then you can write stuff down and circle things.
Sure.
And so what I've been doing, especially on flights, but for any book I'm like really absorbing, really like into, I'm really wanting to take a lot out of it, I'll listen to the audiobook while I read the physical book, which I don't think is any revolutionary tip for people. But for me, it was like, yeah, of course. Like, why not? And that has increased my comprehension and engagement with the material like 10x, dude. Yeah. It's unbelievable the difference, just because I've
heard that too.
A mind that just tends to like wander as I'm reading something or listening to something, especially like an audiobook. And so I've been doing that. And on flights, it's the biggest hack. Because you don't have like a screaming kid behind you that's like distracting you. You don't have all these other noises. You're just listening and reading, and you're taking notes. And I have my journal, and it's been great.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I've been digging that.